quick update on this thing. I just put the timing cover on and the crank pulley. And now I'm not doing like how to on this deal because I don't know what I'm doing, so I can't do a how to. So I'm just kind of doing it, trying to pay attention, trying to stay focused on what I'm actually doing and not thinking about filming and then screwing it up. So I had this already, but somebody on the last video commented about the timing kit and said that you have to be precise with timing these engines. I ordered a timing kit for it, specifically for this engine, which holds the cams in place. They have a deal to hold the flywheel in place, and they have a deal that you put in to the side of the block, and when the counterweight on the crank comes up, it'll hit that, and that'll be top dead center on the crank. Again, I've never done this before. I'm not super experienced. I'm not a mechanic. I'm none of that. I fucked it up. I used the old balancer bolt. I have a new one. So I was like, well, I gotta replace that anyway. So here we go with round 2, 74 foot-pounds, 180 degrees on this crank pulley bolt. It's a pain in the ass. Cranking this thing 180 degrees, partly because I have this motor mount removed in order to get to the little crank timing deal. So the whole motor lifts up when I go to crank on this thing, and it's kind of ridiculous. I'll see if I can get the camera set up. I also got the intake and stuff back on too, so it's almost there. I just got to get this motor mount put back on, turbo, so let's jam that up. So I tore that high pressure fuel pump back off, and as it turns out, what do you know, everything was fine. I just got in my own head yesterday after I put it together, but that's what happens when you don't, or when you're, you know, I got in the zone and was just putting stuff together, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, dang, did I do that right? And then here we are, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So I'm gonna put this stuff back together now and continue on. So hopefully in about an hour I got at least a turbo on and something, maybe. I think it's time to try to start this thing. I just finished up putting the turbo back on, connected everything, put fresh oil in it because the old oil had some coolant in it from leaking down through the cylinder. Some things I'm expecting it to crank a little bit because the high pressure fuel pump needs to build up pressure. So the cam needs to turn to do that. I'm expecting it to take a minute to crank. I don't know if the battery's strong enough. Kind of nervous. I don't know. I mean, this thing, it's either gonna run smooth or it's gonna eat itself right away. I'm pretty sure I did everything close to the right way. Let's see what happens. Well, it's turning over. It hasn't ate itself yet. Like I said, I think the high pressure fuel pump needs to build pressure. So I don't know. I've never done this. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm trying to think what these noises mean. Let me try to prime the fuel pump. Try it again. That's interesting.